My name is Sandra Wright. I'm the town clerk, and I'm here to familiarize you with the ballot for the annual town election on May 5th. The hours of voting are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. We have 9 precincts with 8 voting locations, which are Precinct 1, the Richard D. Carney Municipal Building, 100 Maple Ave; Precinct 2, the Frozen Club, 25 North Quinsigamond Ave; Precinct 3, Calvin Coolidge School, 17 Florence Street; Precinct 4, Scandinavian Athletic Club on 438 Lake Street. Precincts 5 and 8 are at the Sewer and Water Department Garage on 209 South Street. Precinct 6 is at the Shrewsbury Senior Center, 98 Maple Ave. Precinct 7, Spring Street School, 121 Spring Street. And Precinct 9 is at Fire Station Number 3 on 20 Centec Boulevard. Every ballot will list the major offices, starting with moderator for a 3-year term. We'll be voting for 1. The candidates are Thomas A. Fiore and Christopher G. Mena. Selectman for a 3-year term, we'll be voting for 1. The candidates are James F. Kane, Andrew McIsaac, and Rashid M. Sheikh. School committee for a 3-year term, we'll be voting for 1, and the candidates are Steve Levine and Robin L. Snyder. Trustees of Public Library for a 3-year term, we'll be voting for 3. The candidates for re-election are Laurie Lindbergh Hogan and Carl A. Larson. New candidate, Walter J. Avis, Jr. Shrewsbury Housing Authority for a 5-year term, we'll be voting for 1. The candidate is Paul Campaniello. In addition, we'll be electing town meeting members in all 9 precincts. Precinct 1 will be voting for 8 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates for re-election are Gail Ann Aslanian, Jean E. Budenhagen, Bonnie E. Gibbs, Mark R. Harris, John P. King, Christopher W. Kirk, and Lynn M. Roy. New candidates are Christina M. Manas, Sherry L. Morana, Karen Warnick O'Neill, and Lisa Talbot. We also have a 1-year vacancy where we will be voting for 1 town meeting member. The candidates are Matthew A. Beaton, Rachel Missel, and Noreen L. Powers. Precinct 2 will be voting for 8 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates are Deanna M. Fernaz, Thomas P. Luby, John B. Lukash, Robert Millett, Joseph K. Samara, and Maria C. Sheehan. Precinct 3, we will be voting for 8 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates for re-election are Stephen C. Boulay, Joseph A. Bovier, Linda L. DeRozier, Brian G. Goodness, Susan Harris, Laurie Lindbergh Hogan, Matthew J. Hogan, and Joseph A. Nigerian. We also have a 1-year vacancy. We will be voting for 1 town meeting member. The candidate is John P. Masiello. There's also a 2-year vacancy. We will be voting for 1 town meeting member, and there are no candidates. Precinct 4, we'll be voting for 9 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates for re-election are Karen J. Hemmerdinger, Beverly A. Johnson, Jonathan S. Mack, Richard E. Nickel, Vincent G. Pignataro, Rashid M. Sheikh, Chris A. Vokes, John A. Wallstrom. New candidate, Arthur B. Patterson. Precinct 5 will be voting for 9 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates for re-election are Hannah E. Kane, Stanley L. Cook, Aileen M. Lemoyne, Judith Lindeborg, Melanie A. McGee, John Zombakos, Michael Fazera, Robert H. Whitaker, and new candidate James F. Kane. Precinct 6 will be voting for 8 town meeting members for a 3-year term. Candidates for re-election are John H. Bowles, George B. Burns, Kathleen Quinn Copeland, Glenn E. Johnson, Everett M. Joseph, John D. Tyndall. New candidates are Kevin T. Byrne and Ronald I. Rosen. Precinct 7 will be voting for 10 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates for re-election are Dean G. Alexandro, Anne Marie Carnes, John A. Delpo, Patricia L. Keaton, John P. Martin, James A. McCaffrey, Dina A. Nichols, William J. Shine, H. Bradford White, Jr. New candidates are Kathleen F. McCarthy, Deborah Page Mooney, Dale W. Shatsky, and Nicholas A. Smirnios. We also have a 1-year vacancy, which we will be voting for 1. There are no candidates. Precinct 8, we'll be voting for 10 town meeting members for a 3-year term. The candidates for re-election are Bradford F. Green, Judith A. Ostrowski, Christina M. Palumba, Lynn M. Peralt, Jean C. Potter, Tim Swiss, Nancy M. Trotto, Virginia L. Winship, William A. Yeomans. The new candidates are Paul Skip Burnett, James W. Cawley, Jr., Paul M. DiPaolo, Wayne F. Keevan, Andrew McIsaac, Elizabeth O. McCollum, and David T. Musselman. We also have a 1-year vacancy, which we will be voting for 1 town meeting member. The candidates are Ernest D. Camara, Dana Michael Canzano, Pamela J. Impey, Mindy J. McKenzie Hebert. There's also a 2-year vacancy. We will be voting for 1 town meeting member. The candidates are Maria Narducci and Frank B. Still. Precinct 9, we will be voting for 12 town meeting members. The top 10 vote getters will have a 3-year term. Then we'll have the next highest vote getter for a 2-year term, followed by town meeting member for a 1-year term. The candidates for re-election are Jody M. Butt, Pamela J. Dejoux, Sandra M. Frick, Lisa K. Green, Francis J. Horan, Jr., Kurt S. Hultgren, Gail A. Sokolowski, and Michael B. Stilling. New candidates are Rhoda A. Decatur, Joseph G. Godek, Nina Mohanka, and Jason Palish. For those unable to make it to the polls election day, we have absentee voting available until noon the day before the election. You may apply and vote at the town clerk's office during business hours, which are 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., or apply in writing to have a ballot mailed to you. If you have any questions, call the town clerk's office at 508-841-8507. We encourage everyone to vote on May 5th. Thank you.